Today on MTG Unpacked, we're getting stuck into the second set in the Shards of Alara block, Conflux. So this one came out in 2009. You get a whole bunch of awesome stuff, as you can see here. So I really like the box design as well. And stay tuned, in a couple of weeks we'll also be getting stuck into Alara Reborn. So we've got a fat pack of that as well. So let's get cracking here. Have you actually played with this set back in the day? We'll leave a note in the comments. So they're continuing the Shards theme. I think this is also the set that introduced the Mythic rarity. So hopefully we can pull some Mythics, and we've got this odd box design again. And I believe we get some other goodies here. So we've got the Player's Guide. We'll take a look at that closer to the end of the video, and per usual we will find a nice poster here. Unfortunately these are so old they're just gonna rip, so I can see people wincing, but there is the poster. We need to see it in all its glory. So that is awesome. Conflux. So I'll set that aside, and then the box here, lots of nickel bolus. Okay, so these things, and another booklet. This is a sample chapter from Agents of Artifice. So that's one of the novels that was released at that time. We got our two things here. Looks like our dice has come out of the packaging. So here is the set symbol. We're going to roll a lucky 7. And what is that, a 9? That is not going to cut it. Okay, so let's get into this. So we have 8 packs of goodness. And see if we can pull any mythics. I think they have the land packs in here as well. So we'll take a quick squiz at those as well. I know some people like to look at the lands. So we'll set that aside. And also we'll take a look at that. But first we must start cracking packs. Look at that awesome artwork. Get it in focus. Fantastic. Okay, so I have not opened much of this set at all. I think the only pack I opened was when we went through Magic history, starting at Commander Legends and working our way back to Antiquities. So it was pretty crazy. Starting off here, we have Gleam of Resistance, Wild Leotor, Frontline Sage, Fiery Fall, Infectious Horror, Worldly Council, Unquenchable Fire, Rotting Rats, I love it, Zombie Rats, awesome, Ash's Favor, Ignite Disorder, Airy Mystics, okay, so actually that is the second uncommon, Espazoa. And okay, this is different. So we have a token. What next? And a land. Okay, and okay, here we go. Scepter of Fugue is the rare, along with a foil Might of Alara. Nice. So the foil pull rate much lower in this set than it is today. So if you get a foil of any rarity, that's pretty good. Next up we have Darklit Gargoyle. Unsummon, I've seen that artwork before. Military Sphere, that one too. Cranioceros, interesting. Fairy Mechanist, Absorb Viz. Infectious Horror, and actually that one's been reprinted before. Rock's Bodyguard. Wandering Goblins, Goblin Warrior, love it. What else? We've got Might of Alara, non-foil. Filigree Fracture, uncommon, yep. Dragon Soul Knight, Hellkite Hatchling, and some rules tips. What's on the other side? We've got an ad here. Explore the Conflux set, alright. Nothing too exciting. And a mountain. And Raka Ma is the rare, and I don't think I've ever seen that card before. Okay, so you can see you don't get a foil in every pack, as much as we might like to. Next up we have Avon Squire. Pestilent Cathari. Check out that thing. It's like a rotting vulture or something. Dark Temper. Parasitic Strix. Macariatas. Scattershot Archer. Yoke of the Damned. Nakadal Savage. Cat Warrior. The Wandering Goblins again. Blackwater Elemental. Paragon of the Amesha. Notvine Mystic. Spore Burst. And a Saproling. That's a pretty awesome token. And a Forest. Okay. And a Mythic. Yes! Apocalypse Hydra. Fantastic. We will sleeve that up in a second. Not a foil, alas. A foil Mythic would be pretty insane. So there's nothing too crazy in this set. You're looking at about 20 bucks for the best hits. But if you get them in foil, maybe double or triple that. Next up we have Ember Weaver. Toxic Iguana. Fairy Mechanist again. Bonesaw. Gleam of Resistance. Rotting Rats. Goblin Outlander. And I'm liking this set more and more because it has tons of goblins. Court Homunculus. Worldly Council. Might of Alara. And Corrupted Roots. Okay, that's some awesome artwork. Fusion Elemental. Flesh Former. And a Saproling. Okay. And an island. And Master Transmuter is the rare. Will we get a foil? We do not. I was not counting the cards, alas. Okay, so we're halfway through. One Mythic. I mean, that is pretty outstanding, considering I think this is the first set that had Mythics. We got Pestilent Cathari again. Valoron Outlander. Armillary Sphere. Drag Down, Avon Trailblazer, Toxic Iguana, Maniacal Rage, Rotting Rats, Goblin Outlander, Court Homunculus Celestial, Purge for the Uncommons, Cumberstone, Airy Mystics, and fun format, Pack Wars. Okay, does anyone play Pack Wars? And a Plains and Banefire. Yeah, I see... seen that one before. I can't remember where it was reprinted. Okay. Still a bit discombobulated by the pack ordering here. You got the lands and tokens before the rare. Bit of an odd choice. Next up we have Macariatas, Darklit Gargoyle, Fiery Fall, Wretched Banquet. Ooh, that's pretty grim. Esper Cormorants, Parasitic Strix, Lapse of Certainty, Rupture Spire. There's another reprint I've seen before. Suicidal Charge, Constricting Tendrils, and Voices from the Void. For the Uncommons, Cumberstone again. Scarland Thrynax, that's awesome. And a Soldier. Oh, what was that? A Mountain. And Inkwell Leviathan. Okay, I remember that guy as well. So 2 more packs. The highlight here, definitely the Hydra. I think there's also supposed to be some 5 color cards in this set. Can anyone name them? I'm not that familiar with this one. Okay, we've got a Toxic Iguana. Traumatic Visions. Mana Silex. I like the artwork on that one. Beacon Behemoth. Zombie Outlander. Grixis Illusionist. Yoke of the Damned, Vectus Agents, Quenchable Fire, Tukatung Thalid, Counter Squall for the Uncommons, Ancient Ziggurat, another one that's been reprinted. The famous Path to Exile, here it is, that's another awesome pull. We'll set that aside, a Saproling and a Swamp, and even the basic lands look awesome. And Obelisk of Alara is the rare 6 mana. Holy moly. Okay. One more pack to crack and then we'll get stuck into the other goodies here. So which is your favorite set in the block? Is it the Shards of Alara or Conflux or the Alara Reborn? Let me know. We've got Gleam of Resistance, Wild Leotor, Frontline Sage, Fiery Fall, Yoke of the Damned, Nakadal Savage, Wandering Goblins, Blackwater Elemental, Suicidal Charge, Counter Squall for the uncommons. Neckcattle, Hunt Pride, Elder Mastery. Ooh, that's creepy. And look at this awesome zombie. He's got like weird crab claw dinosaur hands. That is crazy. Probably the craziest zombie token I've seen. A Forest and Cliff Runner Behemoth. And I believe we've got a foil here. It is a foil Canyon Minotaur. All right. So let's have a quick squiz at the lands here. So we normally ignore the land packs, but this is so old. I'd like to see what art we've got here. So we've got a swamp. Let's make some room here. Mountain, forest, plains, an island. Okay, and some different artwork. A swamp, mountain, forest. We're probably going to repeat things. Plains, island, and yeah, I think the rest is all repeats. Okay, so some nice artwork on those. And then this thing you might be familiar with. They don't do these anymore, but you see these in a lot of the older Fatpacks. So it tells you about the game. If you're brand new to the game, they don't do this anymore. They really should. How to play. So you are a planeswalker. What you need is a whole bunch of cardboard and some dice. We've got the 5 colors of mana, advanced deck building tips. Okay, so soak that in. And then here's the rest of the colors. We've got a whole bunch of planeswalkers here and a bit about each of the colors of Magic. And then on the other side, talks about your first turn, combat, parts of combat, attacking and blocking. So lots of examples. So this would be really helpful for new players. How to play and some setup info. So more parts of the turn. Playing spells. Object of the game, card types, parts of a Magic card. It's a wealth of knowledge here, people. And you might be like, why is he spending so much time on this? Because this is a piece of Magic history. And if you've seen it before, you've seen it before. But for a lot of people, I think this will be new stuff. You won't get an opportunity to see these old Fatpacks so much. They're getting pretty crazy expensive. And then here's Agents of Artifice. That's pretty neat. So sample chapter. So we won't go through that, but yeah, buy it in hardcover. I do have a lot of hardcovers, not of Magic stuff though. And Conflux Player's Guide. Bring back the Player's Guides, please. Watsy. The Shards Collide, all for one and one for all. So this is fantastic artwork. The 10 coolest Conflux cards. Okay, so we've got Nicol Bolas, Malfagor, Progenitus, Noble Hierarchs in here, Hellspark Elemental. We've got a Thornling, Martial Coup, Exploding Borders, what is that, Telemann Performance, and Fusion Elemental. Alright, and the rise of Nicol Bolas. He just keeps causing trouble, doesn't he? The one I was most familiar with was in Armenket. Here's his minions, Malfagor, Guafa, Hazid, Rakamar, Seekers of Kamot, and combos. Okay, so they've got some combos here. 5 Worlds of Alara. Okay, so you might be familiar with these from Streets of New Capenna, but they had different names. So we've got Bant. So these are the 3 color shards. Esper, Grixis, Jund, and Naya. And we've got these Shards at War. So more lore about all of that good stuff. Ignite your spark. And here we go, the card encyclopedia. This is the best bit. So you can just browse through. This was long before the days, I think, of Scryfall, although they probably had Gatherer online. But yeah, I just like flipping through these, seeing if I could find any combos or fun cards to build decks around. I was obviously not playing back in this time. I was starting with Armenket actually. There's Nicole Bolas. And it looks like some artifacts here. Card checklist. And that is it. So that is pretty awesome. Conflux all the way back from 2009. Let me know in the comments. Were you playing back then, or is this all new to you? Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.